Hello. Using Python programming, how to connect database or how to create database. Once a database is created, we have to perform some operations on database. Like you want to create data, you want to retrieve data, you want to update data, you want to delete data. All these commands can be performed on the database created. This can be done in many ways using MySQL, using normal SQL, many commercial databases you may use. Here, we will demonstrate by using a simple open source database, that is SQLite, also called as SQLite database. The same commands like other database softwares performs. Same thing will be done using SQLite. So here in this SQLite database, the basic operations we will call it as CRUD operations. So by taking a single table with Python, how to perform these CRUD operations, that will be demonstrated here. Here in CRUD, C stands for create, then R stands for retrieve, U stands for update, then D stands for delete. You want to create data. Create data is also known as add or insert. For this, what are the SQL commands will be used? Create, the first command is for create and the second command is insert. These two commands are used for create data. By creating data, I mean in the form of a table, that is called as a relation. First we will create a table, then we will insert data into the table. Once creation and insertion is over, then what we have to do, we want to retrieve data or view data. For that, the SQL command is select. Select command is used. Okay, now creation is over, insertion is over, selection is over. Now you want to update already existing data from the relation, that is update data. For this, the SQL command is update. Update command is used. Okay, now already existing data, you want to delete a particular record or row from the existing relation. That operation is called as delete data. For this, delete command is used. So these are all CRUD operations. So we will demonstrate all these CRUD operations by taking a single table with Python, how these operations will be demonstrated. As a first step, what we have to do to perform all these operations on a single table using Python, we have to create a database. How to create a database? First, we will demonstrate one example program. After that, we will see all these operations one by one. How to create a database, we'll see. So you can open whatever the Python software you installed. Suppose here I opened ideally shell script with 3.10.0 version. So here you can create a new file. So in this, you can write the Python code for creating a database. For this, first what you have to do, you have to import SQLite database. For that, the version we will use is 3. So this is the command for importing the database SQLite. So import SQLite 3. Once database is imported, what we have to do, we have to create a connection. For that, let us take connection object, for example, conn equal to. So with the SQLite 3 dot, we'll use the connect method. So in the connect method, what you have to do, we have to give the name of the database. For example, as for demo purpose, we will call it as test. Database name is test with extension .db we have to give. So if this database is already available, then it connects to the database. Suppose if it is not there, not exist, it creates the database. If it is already there, it opens or overwrites. If it is not there, it creates the database with the name test.db. Okay, now with this database will be connected. Suppose you want to print some acknowledgement. So stating database connection established successfully. Something you want to acknowledge, established successfully. So if you want to display this acknowledgement message. So database connection established successfully. Then what you have to do, once database is created, you have to close the connection. Here connection object is conn using the method close. So conn dot close. So this is the simple code for creating or connecting a database. So first we have to import SQLite 3, then create the connection object. So what it contains, SQLite 3 dot connect. We are giving the database name. Then you have to print some acknowledgement message, database connection established successfully. Then close the connection. Okay, before running this program, what you have to do? First, you have to save the file name. For example, let us save. This will be saved automatically in the path. So Python, wherever the Python was installed in that directory, this will be saved. Suppose I am giving the file name as test1. So this is Python file actually. Test1 is the Python file. This is available in Python directory. Now I saved. Then what you have to do, you have to run by clicking the run menu, click on run module. Okay, now here you can see it is showing one error. So you can see what is the error here. Here it can be enclosed within quotations. Here open quotes are there. So the quotes are not ended here. That's why that is the error it is showing. Now at the end you can close the quotations. Now again you can resave, then you can run. Now you can see what it is showing. It is showing no module named SQLite 3. So here you can observe what is the error actually. SQLite 3 here wrongly we typed SQLite after TE is there. Okay, now here you can see SQLite. So import SQLite 3. Here also you can change SQLite 3 dot connect. So now again you can save it. Now you can run your program. Now you can see, yeah, the acknowledged message is displayed. Database connection established successfully. So in this program, in the print statement, whatever the message we have given, so database connection established successfully. So that message is displayed. So in your environment. Now with this, what you can understand, the database test.db is created successfully. So you want to see the database, what we have to do for this program, the prerequisite is, so you have to install SQLite browser prior to this program demonstration. In my system, this was already installed. In search, you can search with the browser software is DB browser for SQLite 3. Okay, now you can open, this is the DB browser for SQLite 3. Now, whatever the database we created, what is the database we created? Test.db. So in DB browser, you can click on open database. Then you can go to the directory. So where your database is created in our Python program. So for that, what is the Python path here? Here I copied the Python path actually here. This is the Python path. So in that directory, test.db will be created. So you can copy this path. Now open. Now you can scroll down and search. Here you can see here test.db is created. Here you can see latest. Okay, now this is the database. Now you can open this one. Now see, this is the test.db we created. Now what it contains in this database: tables, indices, views, triggers. Till now we didn't create any table, just database connection is established successfully. Whether that database is created or not, that can be verified by going to DB browser for SQLite. Now here the database is test.db. So in this now, later using test.db database, you can create table. That means all the CRUD operations. After creating, you have to insert data. After insertion, you have to select the data. After selection, you want to update the data, then you want to delete the data, perform all the CRUD operations on a single table. Okay, stay tuned for the next program.